Winton is a very cute bulldog, but there is a sad story behind this character. Are you ready to discover the truth about the little bulldog pup? Mother. One of the saddest things about Winton is that he must really miss his mother. This character may no longer be alive, and there are several clues that this is true. The first big proof that Winton's mother is gone is the fact that she has never appeared in the series. And maybe you're thinking that there are several other characters who have also never made an appearance, but in the case of the bulldog's mother, it's a stronger example. According to the episode Helicopter, Winton makes it clear that he lives with his mother, but by the end of season 3, he goes to live with his father and the terriers. Sadly, his mother has never appeared in the cartoon, and now she isn't even living with her son anymore. Because of this, many people are absolutely sure that the little pup's mom passed away, and that is very sad. Does this mean Winton will be sad in the next season, missing his mother? And is this story really correct, or did something different happen in the life of the little bulldog?
Yeah!
And for you who made it this far, we have a special invitation. Click the join button down below and become part of our exclusive group of subscribers. We have 3 plans for you to choose from. You can become a Wave Fun member and use our badges on your profile and special emojis in the channel's video comments. Or you can become a Wave Plus member and get early access to our videos and priority replies in the comments. But if you want access to our exclusive members-only videos and polls, you can become a Wave Max member. Starting at $2.99, you can become the newest member of Cinewave. Click now and get even closer to us. Looks. Do you think Winton is a good-looking boy? Everyone agrees he's very cute, but a lot of people don't think he's a good-looking puppy, and the reason is his breed. English bulldogs are dogs that everybody loves, but they are not usually considered very beautiful dogs. They have a flat nose, very loose cheeks, and on top of that, they drool a lot. Some people really don't like this type of dog. This makes us think that in the show, the characters see him as a little bit ugly. Could that be why he is, unfortunately, rejected by his friends? Yes, that's definitely possible, but don't feel sad for him. Winton's father, Cornelius, is a bulldog who gets the attention of a lot of girls, so it's almost certain that when the little pup grows up, he will have many girlfriends. But until then, poor Winton will have to deal with rejection from friends and even from some girls he will fall in love with. And yes, we're going to talk about that in a moment, so stay tuned. Friend. You've probably already noticed this, but it's important to say that Winton is not anyone's best friend. Rusty has Jack Russell, Bluey has Chloe, and Indy has Coco. There isn't any other little dog who spends more time with Winton, and that must be very sad for him. Imagine how upset he feels seeing his friends playing all kinds of games and never calling him to take the main roles. Not to mention that the poor pup's life doesn't have any episode that really goes deep into his story. We have episodes that focus on several of Bluey's friends, like Octopus, which is about Chloe, or Early Baby, which is about Indy, and even the episode Cricket, which is about Rusty and his family. But we know almost nothing about Winton's main friendships, and every time he shows up to play with the others, the poor pup is not valued by any of his friends. But why is this happening? Who do you think could be a good best friend for Winton? Comment the hashtag Winton so we can choose the best character together with you. Rejection. One of the things that unfortunately happens to Winton is that he is rejected by the little dog who, it seems, he really likes. We're talking about Coco, the pink poodle. In the episode Circus, she makes it clear that she is in love with Mackenzie. She asks the border collie to pretend to be her husband, even though he doesn't want to do it. Poor Winton doesn't have the same luck. In the episode Typewriter, she won't let the little pup sit next to her. Winton wants to stay close to the girl he likes, but she moves away, making it clear she doesn't like him. Also, in the episode Wild Girls, Winton asks to join in, saying he can be the wild boar the girls need to hunt, but the pink poodle refuses and almost forbids Winton from taking part in the game. Winton is a little pup who, sadly, loses the chance to impress the girl he likes, and there are even times when the pink poodle goes as far as speaking badly about Winton, like in the episode Stories, when she complains that the bulldog never behaves properly. Poor Winton, so young to suffer the pains of love. Fear. Winton is also a little pup who is not admired by his friends because he is a bit of a coward, and that is very unfair and also makes the little pup very sad. Don't believe it? Then let's remember the episode Curry Quest, when he shows up at the city park and is unfortunately attacked by the bird that is building a nest there. In the circus episode, Hercules forces Winton to lie on the ground while he keeps jumping over him and stopping the poor bulldog from having fun, and Winton, sadly, doesn't know how to say no to his friends, even when it makes him upset, as Calypso also says in the episode Stories, Winton has a very kind heart, but is that really a good thing? As we explained, because Winton is too kind, he ends up not being respected by other characters, like Hercules. But all of this is unfair, because Winton is very young and, like every child, he has his fears. Like Bluey herself, for example, who used to be very afraid of the creek, even without a real reason. See? It's not fair to call Winton a scaredy cat just because he runs from a mean bird. Separated parents. Now, one very sad thing in Winton's life is the fact that his parents are separated, and that really is a problem in the little pup's life. Of course, he's not the only character who goes through this. For example, Judo, who lives only with her mother. In Winton's case, it's a bit heavier. In the episode Helicopter, the bulldog asks Bluey to take him to his father's house, and this is a detail you need to pay attention to, because if Winton says it's his father's house, then that means he doesn't live there. Winton himself says he doesn't know where the place is, only that it's a house with a pool, which is even more proof that the little pup doesn't live with his father. And even so, you've never seen him together with his mother either, right? It could be because she is no longer alive, or maybe Winton's mother just isn't very present in his life. Whatever the truth may be, the bulldog's mother is a mystery that has never been solved. Not to mention that Winton has to deal with his father's girlfriends. We don't know if they are good stepmothers, but thankfully the little pup gained a new mother figure now that they are all going to live together with the terriers. There's a new video here every day, so subscribe and hit the bell to stay up to date. Cornelius. Speaking of Cornelius, Winton shows in the episode of Frisky's wedding that he knows his father is in love with the terrier's mother, and the triplets know it too. One very beautiful thing about Winton is that he worries about his own father, and we wouldn't expect anything different since the bulldog dad once had a girlfriend who was with him in the episode Quiet Game, but by the story of Dance Mode, she was already dating another dog. From what we know, Winton's father is a character who attracts a lot of girls, and because of that, it's normal for the little pup to worry about him, since Cornelius has a history of relationships that didn't work out. First, the ex-wife, the marriage that led to Winton, but that didn't work out in love. Second, the girlfriend we already explained. He must have been very sad when they broke up. And now the terrier's mother. The two are taking a very important step because Cornelius sold his house and went to live with the character who will be his new wife. That may be why Winton went to live with his father, to be by his side in this new phase of life. But what do you think about that? Did Winton give up living in a home where he was the only pup just to stay closer to his dad? This theory makes perfect sense. The terriers. Remember when we said that Winton isn't anyone's best friend and that he always gets left to the side while others lead the main story? This detail will become even more noticeable in the next season. Now that he is living next to the triplets, it's very possible that Winton will feel much more alone than before. And yes, that makes total sense, and we're going to explain why. The triplets already have their own style of playing. We see this in the episode Mums and Dads, when they decide to fight a sword battle, or in the episode Calypso, when they build a fortress. The terriers have their own style, and that style involves only the three brothers, which is why Winton will feel more alone than ever, because it's almost certain he won't fit into the style of games and play his new brothers enjoy. The terriers play rough. They use swords. Winton is not like that, and this is proof that he won't get along well living with the triplets. Do you agree with that? Strength. In the episode Stories from Bluey, we see that the little pup asks Indy to imagine him as a dog full of muscles because that is his dream. Winton would like to feel like a big and strong dog, and that is an important detail if you consider everything that has been said about this character so far. Let's remember that this is the episode where Calypso says Winton has a very kind heart. In other words, he doesn't want to be super strong to scare people or to be stronger than everyone else, but he realizes that this way he will be treated better by his friends. That's how Winton believes he will be respected by his classmates because, as we already explained, he is seen as a small pup who doesn't know how to say no to others, even when it hurts him. But Winton is lucky because Cornelius really is a big and strong dog, so little Winton just needs to wait. With time, he will grow and gain all those muscles he dreams about. Future. In the episode Barky Boats, Winton notices that Bluey and Mackenzie speak at the same time, so he says the two friends are going to get married. That made everyone think Winton might be able to predict the future. On Bluey's official website, Winton's page says that one of the main episodes he appears in is exactly the episode about Captain and Mia, which is strange, isn't it? Considering that Winton has very little screen time in that story. This is a clue that the little pup's line was so important that Barky Boats is a key episode for him. Let's also remember that Joe Brum, the creator of the series, confirmed that the pup who appears in the future has characteristics of Mackenzie. In other words, Winton really did predict the future. That's why Barky Boats is one of his most important episodes episodes on the show's official website. Let's see whether this ability of his shows up again at another moment next season, but we'll have to wait until then. We've left 2 videos on your screen so you can choose and keep having fun with us. See you in the next video!